Hello everybody, welcome back to another Conan Exile tutorial video. I see in most of the comments some people ask about what is the new meta from PvP, from horse PvP light gear and heavy gear set. So I decided to make a video about it and explain everyone what is the new meta. So at the start I'm gonna explain you the light gear set and what gear set is the meta and how to learn the recipe and stuff. So we're gonna start from there. For the light gear set, be using Silent Legion helmet, light Silent Legion chest piece, Silent Legion leg, and Dragon Bone hand and Dragon Bone feet. So for this we're gonna see what attributes it gives. So without any kit it gives you 404 armor with the good armorer, and for the kits you using bulkhead, and bulkhead you make it on tinker bench and you need to learn it on the war maker dungeon, the recipe. So you put the bulkhead on it. So you can see the chest piece have 123 armor. With the bulkhead it will get 148 armor. The leg 88 armor, with the bulkhead 113 armor. So 404 was the armor. Now with the bulkhead you're gonna have 529 armor. That's very decent. For the attributes, it gives you plus 8 vitality, 3 agility and 3 strength. And why people using this? Because in the PvP you must go 5 vitality, 4 strength, 2 agility, 2 grit and 2 encumbrance or something like that. So you need vitality the most. So let's check each piece how much gives you the points. So Silent Legion helmet gives you 3 vitality, Silent Legion chest gives you 3 strength, Silent Legion leg give you 3 agility, Dragon Bone leg feet gives you 2 vitality, Dragon Bone hands also give you 3 vitality. So this is the summary of the light gear set that you use. Now I'm gonna show you how to learn the recipe of Silent Legion gear and Dragon Bone gear set. Okay guys, we are here to tell you how we're gonna learn Silent Legion armor piece and stuff. The Silent Legion recipe. So this is the TP of Frozen Bridge. So you TP here, then you run all the way up here. Okay, when you finish the stairs, you come all the way down here and you see a door. Here is the dungeon, the Black Keep. So you click on the door and you go inside. So from here, look exactly where I'm going so you don't get lost. So when you join inside, first step is go to the left. The second step is to go right. You go up. Then you go up from here. This is only one way to go, so here is easy. But make sure you don't get lost and pay attention to the video, that's where I'm going. You can do this dungeon also naked, you don't need to come gear. I just had gear on me. Okay, so you go straight. You go down here. And remain this door. We need to go to this door, but we need a key. So we need to go this door to take the key. Don't forget that. The key is the hard thing on this dungeon. So when you come to this corner, you see an open chest, you click on it. It say you find the key. And you get a key on you, so you go back to the door. I told you we need to go to that door. So here we came only for the key. So you go back to the door. Here is the door. I go in. Then you turn left. The middle door is the main room. For this door you need the key. Then you go up the stairs. You go up. And here you go. This is the Silent Legion boss. You are in the boss. When you kill the Silent Legion boss, he drop you a heart and a tear for making a Silent Legion sword. And here is the stone you learn the Silent Legion recipe. That's it. Okay, the other recipe that is dragon bone for the gear. So we already learned how to learn Silent Legion. Now it's time to learn dragon bone recipe. So you TP to sinkhole in the middle of the map. Everyone know where is sinkhole. So in most of the server there is admin on some players that have elevator to go down here for the recipe. So you just learn the elevator to go down, or if there is no elevator here, you go all the way from sinkhole. You go here, I mark it with the red line from the river, and you go to the gate here and you go inside. It's only one way. It's very easy to learn it. You come down here next to this dragon and you see there is a stone node to learn some recipe here, like it's green. You click on it and you learn all the dragon bone recipes, weapons and gears. That was for the dragon bone recipes. Okay, after we see how to learn the recipes from Silent Legion armor and dragon bone armor, for the horse PvP we also use Silent Legion and dragon bone armor. So for why we using Silent Legion? Because redeem Silent Legion chest piece gives you 4 strength. Redeem Silent Legion gives you 4 strength, and redeem hand piece give you 3 vitality. So this is the most parts, the most bonus you can get. You can go also dragon bone head and dragon bone feet and guardian leg. So why we going dragon bone head and leg? Because dragon bone head and dragon bone feet gives you the most armor. So if you make Pictish, Guardian or any other DLC from headpiece, you have less armor than 253. So I tested it before, but I don't have the DLC now to make it on the video. But you can test it yourself. Dragon bone head gives you 2 vitality, but it have 253 armor. Dragon bone feet gives you also 2 vitality, and guardian leg gives you 2 strength. So it's depend on you. If you go full set, you have 1206 armor with 6 strength and 7 vitality. So you can go warpaint strength warpaint with the buff. You can go 50 strength and 50 vitality. So you can have the good gear for the horse PvP. And for the armor for the horse PvP, you need to use a reduction kit. Okay, for reduction kit, you need to go to armor and you come to armor smith and you open this tree for making kits on the tinker bench. On the tinker bench, you come here on the this one armor reduction kit and make for your armor. So when you make armor reduction kit, as you can see, why we using this, maybe you ask why you don't use bulkhead to have more armor. Because this heavy gear is heavy, so it have the chest piece only have 26 kilogram weight. So when you put this kit on it, now it have 10 kilogram weight, so 15 kilogram less. The hand is 7 kilo. When you put this, it's 3 kilo. So you put this kit on all your armor and then use it, because you only gonna have 2 encumbrance. You're gonna have only 2 on encumbrance. So with this entire heavy gear set, you're gonna stay on the green. Now I have this kit, that's why I'm heavy. So this is the best for horse PvP. It's depend on you. If you want, you can change this head and leg piece with some strength pieces if you want to go 50 strength. And for the weapons, guys, we using a spear is the main meta in the Conan for team fight tactics and open field to chase people on, and poke with people to chase them down and kill them. For a spear, there is three spear meta. I'm gonna show it on the video. The first spear is Zas spear. As you can see, I have it on my hands now. Zas spear, you're gonna make it on the shrine of Zas altar. You need to upgrade it to tier 3. You're gonna need 50 zeals, 4 shape wood, and 30 star metal. For the zeals, you're gonna farm the Jabal Sack boss. Each meat gives you 1 zeal, or you need to farm Summoning Place or Black Galleon. For the people, you farm the blood and you make this zeal and make the spear. The second spear is Lemurian Trident. Lemurian Trident is also same damage as Zas spear. Zas spear have 68 damage, 21 armor pen with, with master weapon fitting. But you need to have the damage priest of Zas, so it's very grindy and hard. It's mostly hardcore and big clans going for the Zas spear, but I need to recommend that. That's very good and it's the top spear of recently meta. The second one is the Lemurian Trident. It's the same damage as Zas spear, but the big difference is you don't have infinite poison on it, so you need to manually put the poison on the spear. That's why it's not as good as Zas spear, but it's easier than Zas spear to farm it. For a medium size of clan, you need to go to underwater dungeon and farm the dragon scales and make this spear on the blacksmith with the damage blacksmith. Okay, the third spear that I recommend, that it's very good and broken, it's kind of a bug that Fancom need to fix it. It's ancient pike. If you come to the weapons, you come down to the here, you open this hammer and you see here I have ancient pike open. It say 48 damage here, but when you open it and you come to the blacksmith, you see the ancient pike. You need 2 shape wood and 19 steel bar. When you craft it, it's very cheap and it's very OP at the start of a server. When you start, it have 59 damage, 9 armor penetration with the damage blacksmith, and when you put the master weapon kitting on it, it have 64 damage, 21 armor penetration. So it's very good for a start, or for the smaller group of people who don't want to grind Zas spear or Lemurian Trident. It's very good spear and you can use it if you like it. So for the spear, these 3 spear I just recommend. For the next weapon we're gonna use is ancient Lemurian axe. For axe, you just need to use this axe. It's very strong and broken. It have 68 damage and 28 armor penetration. With the poison on it, it deal massive damage. So how to learn the recipe of Lemurian axe? You need to come to the jungle next to the water here, next to the docks that people make base. There is a boat here. You click on the boat and you join to the underwater dungeon that I explained before. For the Lemurian Trident, you also need to come to this dungeon to learn this spear, so you can learn both recipes in the same time. So you come all the way to the top here. When you come to the top here, you do not need to kill this mini boss. You see there is a Lemurian axe on top of this human. You click on it and bam, ancient Lemurian axe. You learned it. That's very easy. Now you go to your blacksmith. Make sure you have damage blacksmith, and because with the damage blacksmith you make the best weapon. So here now you have the recipe. You need a weapon handle and 19 star metal, then you can craft a Lemurian axe, and you just mainly need to use Lemurian axe because it's very good. It depends on your play style, because I'm making this video not for to force people to play with this weapon. Some people good with hammer, so I recommend to use the obsidian hammer. it have massive damage. Some people using one-handed swords, so you can use Tell It Sorrow sword or you can use Black Ice sword. It's depends. So I'm showing in the video what weapons that it's meta and normally people use it on PvP, so don't take it wrong. So for the horse PvP, I also, for the weapon for horse PvP, you gonna use one of those spears, or you need to make a lance. Lance is very important for horse PvP. You going for the to the weapons, and all the way to the bottom you open the simple lance and you open the strong lance. You come to the blacksmith and you make the strong lance. For a strong lance you need 1 lance core and 15 star metal. For lance core you need insulated wood, leather and resin. The lance have 20 damage, 22 armor pen. With the master weapon kitting you have 30 damage and 36 armor penetration, and don't forget to put poison on your lance and one shot people. I also have a video, you can check it my channel. I make a video about how to one shot people with horse and lance. Make sure you don't miss it. Okay, that was all the explanation from the gear, the light gear, the heavy gear for horse PvP weapons. I recommended only spear and axe. I also recommend you can go for hammers and one-handed swords, but I'm not gonna show all the weapons in this video because it's gonna take so much time. But the recommendation of this video is these 3 spear, they are the new meta, and this Lemurian axe. You do not need any other axe, dragon bone axe or any other thing. This Lemurian axe have the most damage and the most armor pen, and most of the people use, and it's the cheapest to make. So this was the armor and gear for the meta. But people asking now what food and healing you use for the PvP. For the healing I recommend to use Feast of Yogg because it gives you a stamina regeneration. When you eat it you have regeneration on the top screen, so you regenerate stamina faster. So people asking how to make this food. Okay, for making feast of Yogg, it's also I recommend feast of any feast, feast of Yogg, feast of Derketo, feast of Set. All of them give you their stamina regeneration and heals you the same. But I recommend feast of Yogg because it's easier to farm and less materials to get. I'm gonna explain you very fast how to make this food. First, you go to the feats, go survival. Here you open the tier 2 stove. When you open this, then you have the recipe. You also need to open the Yogg from the religion, tier 3 Yogg. Then you're gonna see the feast of Yogg. Here the recipe, you're gonna need a skull, you're gonna need bone soup, and you're gonna need ichor. So you're gonna ask how to make a skull. So for making a skull you need to have the Zas religion. You make the knife of the Zas religion to farm humans. Then you go anywhere to farm any spider. It doesn't matter, any cave, any spider. You just need to farm spiders with this knife and farm them with the knife. So you killing the spiders, you take the knife, you farm them, and they give you a Zasin bag. So it's something that you get from spiders, and when you open it, it gives you a random thing. So I opened the first one, it gives me 100 skull. I opened the second one, it gives me a dead bear or something like that, and another skull. So I opened the third, gives me more skulls. So I never seen people use this method to get the skulls because most of people go on Name City and farm, I don't know, skeletons or farm humans in the Fari. You do not need to do any of this. You just make the Zas religion, take the knife, and you just farm the human and farm the spiders for this. So you put the skulls on the stove, so you can make that thing. So you have this thing. Now you ask how to make the bone because you do not have the recipe first. For bone soup you need to go the summoning place, the famous spot that all of you I think know it. So when you come to the summoning place, you come all the way up, you turn to the left, you come this side, you're gonna see a book on the ground here. So you click on the bone here, you go special cooking VI and special cooking 1. That's it. You learn the recipe from the bone soup. You go back to your stove, and now we have the recipe to make this soup. So for bone soup, here you go, we have the recipe. You need normal soup and bone. For normal soup, you just learn the stove on the survival on the feeds, and when you learn the tier 2 cook the stove, you have this soup. For the making soup, you need purified water, you need feral flesh and salt. For purified water, you need glass flask. The best way of farming glass flasks, we have two way of making glass flasks. One is smelting crystal on the furnace and put the glass on the casting table and make glass flask. That's not I don't recommend that because it's not good. It's gonna take a lot of time and resources. The best way is to farm the best way to farm the silver mine. Farm the silver, bring the silver, smelt it on the furnace, make the silver bar, make the silver coin from the silver bar, and with that silver coin you can go here on the set city. You need to go on the set city and buy glass flask from a trader. So you come to the set city. I give you my location on the map. You come here on the traders. There is many traders standing here. You come on the set city on the corner here on the left side. You're gonna see the trader here. The trader here called Venor Skin Flint. You click on it. He's selling 10 glass flasks for 1 silver coin. So it's pretty easy and nice to buy glass flasks. This way you make 10 coin per 1 silver bar, so you can pretty fast make the silver coins and buy glass flask. For the second thing of soup, you need feral flesh. You farming animals, that's easy. And for the salt, there is two way to farm salt. One way is to going to the C7 salt lake and farm brimstone. You get normally some salt. Or the second way is to grind a stone in grinder. So when you grind a stone in grinder, you get 1 salt per 10 stone. So it's depend on you if you rather this way or the other way. You can farm a lot of stone on the silver mine. There is a place that you can farm thousands of stone in some minutes. So that was all the recipes you needed to make Feast of Yog. It's pretty easy and fast, and don't worry, it's not gonna take much time if you do it as a clan, and it's heal you pretty fast. So the second thing for the healing, and people may ask what aloe we should use, which one is better, constructed aloe or pure aloe. So the difference is to, if you have two different benches, the best bench to make aloe is precision alchemical base, because in the improved alchemical base, for example the constructed, you need 22 aloe and 1 alchemical base, and in precision you need 15 and 1 alchemical base. So it's much cheaper. For pure aloe you need 37 aloe for 15 alchemical base. Pretty expensive and expensive. So on this precision you need 25 and 10. So it's much cheaper here to make in precision. Okay, now I'm gonna try the aloe, which one heal you more and faster. So first I'm gonna drink one of the constructed aloe to see. So I use this and look my HP bar. It's healing me a bit slow, but it healed me from 5% to half HP. So I'm gonna now test the other one. Okay, now I'm gonna test, we have 20% HP, and I'm gonna use this the pure aloe. Look how fast it's healing us and how more it healed us. So this aloe heal you faster and a bit more, not much, a bit more, like 5 to 10%. So it's better to use pure aloe than concentrated, but you can use concentrated if you don't have much resources and you cannot farm more. Of course, alchemical base is hard to farm, but I also have a video about how to farm gold a lot for the alchemical base, and I will make a video about how silver mine is good and what resources you can get on there, so make sure you check it out, guys. That was all the meta for the PvP meta. These days people using light and heavy gear and what weapon and healing they use. So I wish you guys enjoy the video. I wish I could help you as much as I can and I answer all your questions. Make sure if I miss something you mention it on the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't yet, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.